Hey everybody, and welcome back to my dream machine, and welcome back to Creative Kiwi. Today we are going to make this really cute quilted bag. So start off with making your die line so you know where to place everything. Now this part you have to make sure you cut your batting straight and put it right up to the line. Now this part may seem a little tricky, and I found if you use an iron and make a really crisp line, it makes it a lot easier. And you want to line that up with your batting, with everything, and have it set up properly so it's going to stitch properly. Once you get that all fiddled out, and honestly, I fiddled around a little bit more because I didn't iron it, and I think ironing it would make a big difference. We're going to tack all that down so it holds nicely. Now, straight across your line, and we're going to start with the beautiful quilting stitches. Now, I kept the same thread throughout, but you can change your thread anytime that you want. I thought the black and purple looked fantastic. So once this is done stitching, we're going to do the fancy, beautiful stitches that I like so much, and this gives it such a fantastic edge. Again, I left mine black. It's really nice if you have a contrasting color, thread color that stands out because these stitches are so pretty. Now, once you've done this, take it off the hoop, and we have to do some trimming, but you don't want to cut your fabric. You just want to cut the backing, which you could use tear away or wash away, and the batting, and leaving the fabric completely intact. And once you get that done, trim it really neatly. You can fold it in half again, and if you have an iron, I would iron it down to make a really nice crisp edge. It's going to make a difference. So let's switch to a bigger hoop, and we're going to start the big part. This is the second hooping. Now, I had a little bit of trouble putting the pocket on, and I thought if you took a ruler and extended the line, it would be a lot easier to place. So try that if you have a hard time. Now, the first piece of fabric goes underneath your hoop, and because we're using water soluble, you can see right through it, and it's going face down. And slap on your batting and your beautiful cover fabric face up and stitch that down. Now, after the stitch is down, you might want to just make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. I could see through it, so I didn't worry about it. Now we're going to do the beautiful quilting stitches. And again, your thread counts on this one. It looks really nice with the contrast. It looks really nice if it blends in too. I kept the same fabric and the same fabric family, I guess. And I kept the same thread because I really like the black and purple, how it looks. Once that's done, this is the tricky bit. This is where you want to put the pocket on the back of the hoop and tape it down really well. Now, this is where these lines would come in handy. Just put it a little below the line and just tape it down so it stays. And of course, be careful when you put it back on your machine. I actually fiddled around with it because McDreamy doesn't like tape, but oh well, he did it. So when you put it back on and you do your first tack down stitch, that's when you should double check. Now, once it's all down and you're happy with it, this is when we're going to do the trimming. And we're almost done. You guys have done it. If you get to this hard part, you're good to go. You want to trim the back and the front. Now, make sure you have really, really sharp scissors for the back. And also, make sure you get the right line. The pocket is bigger than the actual purse, so you have a little bit of leeway. You don't have to match it up perfectly. So make sure you're cutting on the right line. Put it back into your machine, change your bobbin thread so it matches, and let's finish it up. So the first thing that stitches are the gorgeous fancy stitches, and then it's going to do a zigzag stitch to hold everything down. And if you trimmed really carefully, it's going to look fantastic even at this point. So once it's all down, then we're going to go to the satin stitches, and that's going to give everything such a nice finished edge. And you guys will be surprised when this comes out the hoop how fantastic it really is. And again, I love the black, and I think it looks great with the purple fabric that I picked, but you can do any color combinations that you want. In fact, experiment with it. Kreative Kiwi products are so fantastic. So now, okay, we're doing the fancy stitches, and this is just the icing on the cake. It makes it look so good with the stitches on the inside and on the outside. It looks amazing. Now we're almost done. This takes a little while to complete, but we are actually almost done, and you guys are going to be so happy with this quilted purse, quilted bag design. When it's done stitching, you hear the happy noise, you take it off the hoop, and the only thing left for you to do is carefully cut it out of your water-soluble stabilizer. Now you want to be careful you don't cut through the satin stitches, so cut as close as you can, but don't cut the satin stitches, and then you just have to take a little bit of water and get rid of the water-soluble stabilizer. And that's it, and you have an amazing in the hoop project. Thank you, Kreative Kiwi. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video to let me know you want more videos just like this. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.